Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Kia K5 GT. This model's finished off in steel matte gray. MSRP is just shy of $36,000. So we have a good bit to go over for this performance-oriented sedan. And we'll start underneath the hood, where you also notice the brushed aluminum badge for the Kia logo there. But this is powered by the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It is paired to the 8-speed dual clutch automatic, pumps out 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque. This model here is front wheel drive. It'll do 0 to 60 in the mid 5-second range with a top speed up to 155 miles an hour. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 23 in the city and 33 out on the highway. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling, you'll notice there's a really unique design for the headlights, DRLs, and turn signals with this Z pattern in that front corner there, and then they blend in nicely with the gloss black grille. There's also parking sensors, a sensor for distance pacing, even fog lights in the lower section too, and then the crisp blinds that come down the hood. Now, this also has a unique design for the two-tone wheels along with the neon calipers. You'll notice gloss black for the mirrors, where there's also a turn signal, and then this chrome trim accent that actually works its way around the trunk lid to the opposite side. There's also a sunroof up top, and you'll notice the rear section here is gloss black to blend it in nicely, and then there's a few crisp lines coming down the lower section. In back, there's a backup camera along with a trunk release, LEDs for all the lighting, there's a parking sensors, and then the quad tip dual exhaust with the middle diffuser there being body colored. There's also some fins on it as well. Now, if we lock this and hold this button on the opposite side, this does have remote start. It's not all that loud, but it's of course a nice feature to have, and you can use that to shut it off too. And then you can use either control to release the trunk. Now, there's a pretty good amount of cargo space for this K5. There's also a spare tire underneath. You could place in some smaller items if you need to, but you can also fold down the back seats as well to get even more interior cargo. And then as we work our way to the interior, this is where you'll notice more of the neon stitching. So it matches the brake calipers very nicely. There's storage down below, some gloss black trim accents, and then more trim above it. And then when you fold the seats down, you have this cutout here in order to place items through. At 5'10", I have a good bit of space where there's also some storage pockets, vents, and auxiliaries, and I have about 1 inch or so of headroom. So I could very comfortably ride around town. You could fit in a car seat back here. For this sedan, it's definitely very practical to have it full of people. Now up front, there's the window controls, side mirror adjustments, storage down below, and then more of the same trim accents that you saw in back, and then more stitching for the seats. Now, as we hop in, this has a leather wrapped steering wheel with the flat bottom design and the GT badge. There's paddle shifters on both sides, and then on the left, there's your voice commands along with Bluetooth controls, volume, tuning, and mode. There's even a favorites button as well, so you can set that up to what you use the most. And then on the right side, there's all the cruise control settings, and then this control here to go through some of this information. So you can easily monitor all of this, just depending on what you like to see. You can even scroll up and down on some of these depending on the information that is going to be shown, which is very helpful. Now, there's a trunk release, dimmer switch, and traction control, one air vent, and then with the infotainment system, it is a touch screen system, so you can go through these widgets as needed. And then there's also going to be controls laid out in the lower section, so you can easily get to home. You can pull up the map, there's seek and track, even a favorites control that you can get into, and there's also setup. Now, with it still on this configuration, there's volume on the left, tuning on the right, and some defrosters as well. If you push on the climates now in the lower section, now these turn into the temperature dials for driver and passenger, fan speeds right in the middle, and there's also a few other AC adjustments. So it's nicely laid out in one area and split up very nicely. Now, there's also wireless charging and auxiliaries. There's cup holders. This is how you put it into reverse. So you have the backup camera along with a few different angles. So you can go through those, of course. And then you can also shift here or with the paddle shifters. Now, behind that, there's parking sensors. There is a shortcut to the camera system, so you can pull that up even while in park. E-brake and auto hold, heated seat adjustments on both sides, and then there's 3 different driving modes, so you can go through these as needed. You get a little bit of storage with an auxiliary and storage in the armrest, plenty of storage in the glove box. And then there's the rear view, dome lights, and controls for both the sunshade and sunroof, as those are automatic. And then pretty good amount of visibility. It feels very open inside for this sedan. And then still in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And just a minor acceleration, not all that loud, but again, the paddles are super responsive. So it just adds to the sporty drive behind the wheel of the K5. And this is what it's like to be in the driver's seat, where it's definitely a great layout. For the price too, there's some plastic on the upper door sill here, but there's a soft touch leather material for the dash there, and everything else is very nice. So for the performance that you're getting for the money, it's definitely a very good option to go with. If you want something that is more of a daily driver in terms of MPG, if MPG is high on your list, this is going to be a great combination between the two. So definitely a nice combo with being a practical sedan and also a little bit sporty at the same time. And it's very comfortable too. I like from Kia, for the pricing, you're getting a very solid vehicle. Nothing seems cheap about the interior, so it's well put together for its price, especially in a market where vehicles are continuing to rise in price. For this money, this is a fantastic option to go with. And let's put it back into sport mode so we can give it a slight acceleration after this turn here. For what we can do today, that was a quick acceleration, but it's definitely something that's going to be super fun to drive. And I'll put it back into the normal mode here and let the vehicle do the shifting. It definitely has a good bit of power and acceleration. So for this amount of power, for the amount of money, it's a really good option to go with. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Kia K5 GT. Once again, huge shout out to Planet Kia for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.